What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, as well as here on this channel Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday mornings. So come by and say hello. All right, I wanted to cover two different things in this video. First, I wanted to do an update on what we are looking like from a diluted standpoint at the end of the airdrop, giving you some updated numbers, and then taking into account the upcoming pre-sale and sale of the validator nodes, if that is going to happen, which it seems most likely will be happening before July, which is when the airdrop will end. So as it stands, we currently have 96 days remaining in the airdrop. I'm recording this on the evening of April 21st, so that's why we have 96 days there, in case you end up watching this at some point in the future, which is putting us on track to get the last airdrop on July 26th. Now, where we currently stand is 717 million total SPS in circulation, both staked and liquid. From a staking perspective, staking rewards, we're getting about 250,000 per day. So multiply that out by the 96 gives us 24 million. And then the airdrop, we're getting 1.095 million every single day. So with 96 days remaining for that, that gives us about 105 million. And we do have the private investor unlock, which will be happening at the end of this month, which will be the final one for 20 million. So that puts us at a total of 866 million, which is 28% of the planned overall 3 billion tokens, which as of now is still a hard cap at that point in time. So that's kind of where we stand. One thing that I will call out that I didn't put in here is if we are at 866 million tokens in circulation by that time, or roughly about that amount, and we stake roughly half, which has kind of been the trend overall, we'll probably be at an APR of about 20%. I know we just went under 25% today. So anywhere between 18 to 22% is where we'll be between 400 to 500 million SPS staked. And in fact, actually, no, I'll leave that separate. So this will be at about a 20% APR by the time we get to the end of the airdrop. And this, again, is going to be for staking rewards. The airdrop will be completely done, and so therefore holding assets, holding DEC, or any other items in the game will not be getting you SPS airdropped at that point in time. Now, when we look at the pre-sale for the validator nodes, this is something that we haven't really factored in. What I wanted to take a look at was, people are thinking that we're going to sell through, blow right past the pre-sale, blow right past, tranche 1, maybe even get into tranche 2. I'm not sure about that. I think that there's a healthy amount of skepticism on what the ROI will be for aping into this as soon as they become available versus waiting for when we get closer to when they would go live, the mainnet, which would be in Q4 of this year. If there's no delays, of course. So I'm just going to factor in the pre-sale right now, and by doing so, I think that you'll see that even if we include some of the other items, it's not going to be very significant. So let me actually put this in here. So this is going to be at 0.13, which is where our current overall price of SPS is today. Now, I'm going to go out and say that I believe that validator price and hype has been priced in. So we've seen already, a 30, maybe even 30+% increase from where we were just a couple of weeks ago, under 10 cents. And so if people have already bought their SPS in anticipation for this, and we don't expect there to be much price appreciation until these actually go live, and if anything, we'll probably see continued selling pressure on the price as the airdrop continues to go through, and people continue, some of the other players or investors continue to dump SPS in favor of buying cards or other assets in the game. So I'm going to say that 13 cents is probably about where I think we'll be. Sure, can we go up from there a little bit? Can we go down from there? Absolutely. But at 13 cents, what is significant to me is the fact that it's only about 15.4 million SPS burned, right? So that's for 2,000 nodes, node licenses being sold during the pre-sale. Now, that overall is like nothing compared to the 866 million that we have. So the new total that I came up with, which is about 850 million, 850 million total SPS in circulation by the end of the airdrop. Now, of course, this could be reduced by another maybe 15 to 20 million, maybe even 30 million if people pay with only SPS for the first tranche of the validator nodes. But even if so, it's not going to be a massive amount. If you can see here, what are we burning? We're essentially burning, about 0.5% of the total supply, which when I say it like that, over 3 billion does sound significant, but from an overall standpoint, going from 866 million tokens in circulation to 850 is not going to move the needle much. Obviously, the validator node is a long play, right? So this is something where they expect these to be available and selling for years, and their whole goal is to incentivize and drive value to SPS so that these become, financially incentive for people to get into. So if that is the case, then sure, that's fine. But where does that leave us for the purposes of this video at the end of the airdrop, which is coming in just a little over 3 months at this point in time? So 850 million tokens. And actually, if that gets us to roughly 425 million staked, I would say that the percentage of APR for where SPS would be, staking SPS would probably be at roughly 21%, between 20 to 21% based on splinter cards. And again, I'm sorry, I don't have that up right now, so I'm just doing it off of memory. But keep in mind, that is only for SPS staking. That does not include the value of vouchers, which theoretically, if we were to sell out of the pre-sale, vouchers would jump up to $3, which at that point in time, if they do, that would also increase the APRs. Right now, we're getting, I think it's like $1.93 of value dropped per voucher. So if that were to go up at that point in time, then that would increase the overall APR. Again, the combined APR. But if we're just looking at SPS and where SPS would be, probably between 20 and 21%. And overall, we would be sitting at 28% of the total cap or total supply in circulation at that point. Now, you guys know that I've been talking nonstop about the end of the airdrop and how that will really redefine and cause a major shock to the economy. I think there's two major shocks that are coming in. Obviously, the ranked rewards is going to be a big part, but then the airdrop is going to be another one that hits us a couple months later. And that will be interesting to see how things shake out, as people will no longer be getting SPS like candy. At that point in time, we'll do a future calculation on what the dilution will be, because there's still certain things that are not in the mix yet, such as any kind of LP rewards for SPS, or player ranked battle, or land, or any of all that stuff. So at that point in time, it'll just be staking rewards and maybe some other things that are dropped here and there, but we'll get a better look at what the dilution rate will be at that time. But it's going to be significantly less. That's all I will say, because we're going to be losing this 1 million a day, and we're going to be losing essentially another almost 1 million a day. I know, I guess it's not, it's 660,000 per day, right? Because if you look at the private investors being unlocked at 20 million a month, then what is the total that will be dropped every single day? So it's going to be a significant decline. So these are the numbers of where we're at. Again, the only thing that's not on the screen here with you is going to be that roughly anywhere from 20 to 21% of staking SPS APR. So that's all I have in this video. Just wanted to share some of these updated numbers. Obviously, as we get closer to the end of the airdrop, I'll be sharing this maybe on a monthly basis or something, and we shall see what things look like. I'm excited for the end of this month, meaning that we lose the private investor sale or private investor unlock, I should say. And yeah, I mean, these numbers are just going to continue to dwindle down and down and down. And hopefully, if we do get some either price appreciation or price depreciation for the validator nodes when those go live, this number could significantly change as well. Because keep in mind, if the price goes higher, we burn less SPS. If it goes lower and people decide that they still want to buy into it with whatever SPS they're sitting on, this number of burned SPS goes higher, which could be significant in the long run. So that's all I have. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.